A crazy maniac shoots 2 Minnesota lawmakers and their spouses, killing one and her husband, and the other 2 is fighting for their lives. Let's get to this bizarre story.
Colleague, Speaker Melissa Hortman, and her husband Mark were shot and killed early this morning in what appears to be a politically motivated assassination.
Law enforcement sources tell CBS News that 57-year-old Vance Boelter is the suspect seen here in surveillance video in the 2 early morning shootings in suburban Minneapolis. Boelter is no stranger to Minnesota politics. He was appointed twice to the governor's Workforce Development Commission, most recently by Governor Walz. Melissa Hortman was a fixture in the state capitol, the Democratic leader of the Minnesota House, and a former speaker. She was shot multiple times, along with her husband, Mark. State Senator John Hoffman and his wife were seriously wounded. Both couples were attacked overnight in their homes, about 8 miles from each other, by a gunman posing as law enforcement to gain entry.
They were wearing a vest with taser, other equipment that would, a badge very similar to mine, that no question, if they were in this room, you would assume that they are a police officer.
Police say Hoffman and his wife were shot first around 2 a.m. When police decided to check on Hortman's home as a precaution, they encountered the suspect and exchanged fire. He retreated into the house but escaped on foot through a back door. The gunman left behind an SUV that officials say looked exactly like a police car. Inside the vehicle, a law enforcement source tells CBS News there was an extensive list of possible targets and the names of more than 50 individuals, including abortion rights advocates, abortion facilities, as well as the names of officials outside Minnesota.
This is a sad story. These politicians, what do they do to this man? For real. Them to get gunned down in the middle of the night. And then when the first incident happened and he goes to the second house and the police is there, and they return fire and this, that, and third. He backs in to the house and goes through the back door like he's Rambo or something. Like, how is it that a 57-year-old man got away on foot? Like, what was the police doing? This is crazy. And this man is still at large. That's the crazy part. That's the scary part about it. This man is still at large.
Take a look at your screen. This is the man police are searching for right now. 57-year-old Vance Luther Boelter is still on the run tonight. The BCA says Boelter was last seen wearing a cowboy hat. A picture grabbed from a business security camera this morning in Minneapolis. Things we know about Boelter. He is married, has 5 children, and is the owner of a security company, which would help explain the tactical gear and the car he had access to and used to allegedly pull off the crimes.
Just in the last 2 hours, we have learned, according to Broadcastify scanner traffic, Boelter may be traveling with another man, and the search for him has expanded to South Dakota. Anyone with information on Boelter's whereabouts is asked to call the number you see there on your screen. Right now, the FBI is offering a $50,000 reward for any information that leads to his arrest and conviction.
Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband were killed in the brazen assassination. She is on the right of your screen. Senator John Hoffman on the left of your screen. And his wife, Yvette, were all injured in that attack, in which police are calling a targeted attack.
This is sad. It really is. And the way it happened is just despicable. He went to the politician's house at like 2 o'clock in the morning when they were trying to go to sleep and everything, or possibly were sleeping, and he did this heinous crime. It is some unhinged, crazy people out here. And we as Americans, we have to be very careful because we don't know who's walking among us. We don't know where this person probably lost their job and then just snapped. We don't know. It is just sad, man. Dang, my heart goes out to her family, to the other politician's family. Hopefully they make a recovery. But this is sad, man. An assassination. For what reason? For what reason? And I know after they catch him, and hopefully they catch him alive so that they can question his ass and find out, like, why the hell did he do it? But we don't know. We just don't know. And we can all speculate, but we have to just, pay our respects to the politician and her husband who lost their lives. Forget about political things and liberal versus conservative. And you're going to hear some conservative people say that, oh, it was one of their own that did it. Stop it. We have to come together as a country and say, hey, listen, this is a heinous crime and I wish it did not happen. Stop trying to play the political aisle and stuff like that. Forget about that. And just make sure that we as Americans come together, because this right here is what the oligarchs want. They want us to continue to fight each other on the political lines so that they can go ahead and steal America's wealth.
Bring you this update on the search for Vance Boelter. Now, he's the suspect wanted in the murders of State Representative Melissa Hortman, and her husband, and the shooting and an attack of Senator John Hoffman and his wife. Now, these are the pictures that we have of Boelter. The two on the left are pictures that have been pulled off of web profiles. The two on the right were submitted yesterday by the State Patrol and the Minnesota Department of Public Safety from screen cameras during the commission of his crimes yesterday that he's wanted for. Now, here's the big update. He has not yet been captured, but there is a large police presence in Faxton Township. Now, this is in Sibley County, where we believe one of Boelter's cars was found this morning. Our Babs Santos is there. He joins us now. So, Babs, set the scene for us if you can.
Well, Tim, like you just said, there is a very large police presence here. In fact, I'd say almost too many police officers behind me to even count. We're standing near the intersection of State Highway 25 and 291st Avenue in Sibley County. Earlier, many people around the metro might have seen as a convoy of law enforcement made its way in this direction. That, after, like you said, law enforcement saw a hat on the side of the road which resembled a hat worn by their suspect, Vance Luther Boelter. This morning, authorities issued several emergency alerts to people in the area, and we now know that was because, like you said, they also discovered the suspect's vehicle on the road here.
This man is toying with them. He is. He really is. And whoever is helping him needs to be caught as well. They're going to drop off the car and put a hat on the side of the road to say, hey, look, I was here. This guy is like a Michael Myers. You saw the dang on mask that he had. This guy is like Michael Myers, yo. This guy is just going in the middle of the night, destroying lives and just leaving clues to show that, hey, look, I'm one step ahead of you. And it's wild. It's wild. I hope and pray that this guy gets caught alive and whoever helped him gets caught as well, so that the people of Minnesota can breathe a sigh of relief. The people who were killed, their families can breathe a sigh of relief and can know why he did it. This is very, very sad. And the way that the world is right now, the way America is right now, you have a lot of crazy sickos out here, both men and women, but it's a lot of wild people. And I'm not afraid to go out every day. I know that, hey, anything can happen, but we have to keep our head on a swivel. Make sure that if it's in the middle of the night, you hear a knock on the door, you better make sure that you got some form of Ring camera or something to check to see who's outside. You'll be like, yo, I'm not opening the door. Like, who the hell is this bastard? Hell no, I'm calling the cops. Damn, man, this is sad. Very, very sad, man. My prayers go to the representatives' families, and I hope that they catch this bastard so that he can face the full extent of the law and face what he did. Well, my brothers and sisters, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please like this video, make some comments, and subscribe to this channel. All of that will help me as I continue to grow so that I can edge closer to get over 1,000 subscribers on this YouTube platform. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Till next time, be safe. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.